My Girl is written by Christy Jordan-Fenton and Margaret Pokiak-Fenton. Margaret has written a lot of other books, including Not My Girl. This book is based on real life experience Margaret has had in her residential school experience. The beautiful illustration was given by Gabrielle Grimard. It was when her parents came to her and the residential schools and they wanted to get Margaret from school. But their mom said, "Not my girl," because her hair was cut short and she could not recognize her daughter. Margaret felt different and not belonging to her family, but she was not prepared for the difficulties she will face after going back home. After 2 years in residential schools, Margaret had difficulty in communicating to her parents, and she could also had difficulties in eating the traditional food in her home. She could not eat the whale mutak and the dried fish she was given. She only knew how to eat the porridge and the cabbage soup which was given in the residential schools. Not only that, in the outsiders school, Margaret had only learned how to read, write, and make her bed in the residential schools. Margaret did not know also how to do dog slide, catch fish in a net, set an animal trap, and she also forgot within the 2 years she was in residential schools how to speak her language. What do you think could have happened to Margaret if her father could not speak little English? So, residential experience is a huge experience for many Canadians. And this book is a book that is very important in talking about residential schools and the experience. The many children who went to residential schools have had an experience like her or other experiences which was done this. Margaret has lost her culture. She also lost her language. She also lost her identity and belonging. This made her that she could not adapt the life she should be living in with her parents and family. Not My Girl is a story that is talking about residential school experience, and it's a story that is talking about a situation that Margaret has experienced. And I'm very sure this story is very suitable for all middle year school. It will teach them how one could have felt in living a culture which is different from their culture. It will also teach them how painful it is to lose your language. It will also teach them how your parents cannot recognize you within 2 years because your hair was cut and your body has changed. You ate a different food styles and you are different. So how will you feel if you are in that situation of Margaret? Yes, you could have felt a pain. And how do you think her parents also felt? How will Margaret feel a sense of belonging again? That's a big question of healing through the experience of residential schools. I will suggest all teachers to use this book in their classes. Therefore, it can teach beautifully how this experience had happened from real life experience of Margaret.